Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. In this one, looking at the Super Bowl happening this Sunday, 49ers versus Chiefs. If you don't know by now, I'm pretty sure you guys know by now. But looking at the stuff that they did in Super Bowl 54, hopefully learning lessons from that loss a few years ago in 2019, bringing it over to this one in Super Bowl 58 where they can learn from those mistakes, hopefully not commit them again. Have a different outcome for this Super Bowl round. 2019, great year for the 49ers. They were probably one of the best teams in the NFL that year. Super Bowl happened. They almost won that one. They had a big lead, 10 points at the fourth quarter, and then they kind of let up at the end. Patrick Mahomes came back, won that Super Bowl. Sad time for 49er fans. Hopefully this time around, 4 years later, we can have a much better outcome. This time with a Super Bowl win for the first time in 1994 as a franchise. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. Nothing too crazy for me. I'm just going to get this video started, but before I do, per usual, like and subscribe. That's always much appreciative. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much for returning as always. Let's get this started. 49ers, stuff they can learn from Super Bowl 54, rectify the mistakes for Super Bowl 58. The big thing for me, the biggest reason why I believe the 49ers lost that Super Bowl was because they got a little too overconfident. I'd say the second interception that Patrick Mahomes through, I believe, to Tarvarius Moore, they got a little too cocky. They thought the game was over. The game is not over until it's fourth quarter 0-0. The Lions found that out last week in the NFC Championship where they were up by a lot of points, 24-7. 49ers were able to make a comeback and win the game. Yeah, sure, the Lions shot themselves a little bit by going a lot of fourth downs when they didn't need to. But at the same time, the 49ers, they had a game plan in the second half. They were able to make it work. I'm hoping for the same thing for this Super Bowl. If you're up by a lot, if that ever happens in the first half, keep the gas all day, no breaks. That's the one thing that kind of upset me in that Super Bowl was they got a little too cocky. They were excited, the 49er players, especially on defense after that interception. They just kind of let off at the end and boom, we didn't win that Super Bowl, right? That's one thing that I could see the 49ers could be learning upon from this previous playoff run right now and 2019. Keep it all going. Patrick Mahomes does not need to be on the field all day because he can just pick apart any defenses, including ours. This defense, I'm not as confident as I am in previous defenses. So that's something to be concerned about if you're a 49er fan. One thing I would say is run the ball all the time, most of the time, especially if it's effective. Most of the time for the 49ers, Christian McCaffrey is effective. You also have Jordan Mason, Elijah Mitchell. You can use those guys as well. I think this is the time where you want to open up your playbook to everything available for your game, the big one in 2023, the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl. Got to lean on Christian McCaffrey a lot. Brock Purdy, he can make the plays that Jimmy Garoppolo couldn't in that one. I'd say that bomb to Emmanuel Sanders, Brock Purdy would have been able to make the play. I'm just not going to lie to you. Jimmy, as much as I love him, he did not make that play. Did it have a big reason why we lost the Super Bowl? No, but we could have had some points right there. That's something that the 49ers cannot do, is just give up any points like that. Free opportunities, I would say, to get anything ahead of the Chiefs, because the Chiefs are capable of coming back, but we're also capable of coming back too, as a la both the playoff games against the Packers and the Lions. I'd say the 49ers, they just keep playing the brand of football that they know, run the ball really well. Brock Purdy making plays when you need to. Defense, try to pressure Patrick Mahomes. They have not been really good on the pass rush this year. This is the time to really get that pass rush going like it was with DeMeco Ryans and Robert Saleh previous years. They need to get that going big time. Defensive backs, hopefully they play a little bit better than the Super Bowl 54. Richard Sherman, as much as I love him, we all love him in San Francisco. He kind of got burned a little bit in that one because his age was kind of showing at that time. Hopefully with the young guys that we have right now, they can make the plays when you need to. They have a lot of dangerous guys. You have Pacheco. He's like a Deebo Samuel type player. You also have Rashid Rice. He does good. Travis Kelce, we all know what he stands for. Kansas City, he's their George Kittle over there. Everything I had to take into account for if you're Steve Wilks and company. That's the one thing that they have to do, is play good football and offense with the running game. Also, the pass rush that had pressure Patrick Mahomes as much as possible. Stop Travis Kelce. The Ravens actually did not do a good job on accounting Travis Kelce most of the game. That's what we got to do big time for this Super Bowl game coming up on Sunday. So, yeah, do I feel confident about this win? Hopefully that the 49ers can pull off. I think so. I feel very confident in this one in particular. I feel even more confident than the one in Super Bowl 54, because we knew Mahomes was lighting the NFL world on fire at that time. He still is now, but with the quarterback of Brock Purdy, his stature, and the guy that we brought on offense, the more experienced defense, I think this could be a much better outcome for this time around than the previous one in 2019. Good luck to the 49ers. I'm hoping Kyle Shanahan is ready 100%. He looks really loose in this whole week, press conferences, everything like that, which is really good with that. That means he has a lot of confidence in this one. But I'm hoping that Steve Wilks has a really good plan for Patrick Mahomes and company, because that's the one thing I am actually a little bit concerned about in this one. But the Chiefs defense is really good too. It's just that the 49ers defense isn't as strong as it was a year or two ago. That's the one thing I need to look forward to in the Super Bowl, definitely. That's pretty much it, you guys. Please let me know what you guys got for the 49ers and the Chiefs rematch, Super Bowl 58. What can the 49ers learn from Super Bowl 54 in order to do a better job in this one in particular? Please let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this per usual, like and subscribe. Much appreciative. I hope to catch you guys up more this week when I talked about the Super Bowl game, definitely. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, rest of your night. Go Niners all day.